Hello, welcome to Wild Cottage in the west of Ireland. My name is Susan. This is Shep, our adopted sheepdog. I live here with my partner Tom and our other adopted dog Mimi, who we found as an abandoned Christmas time puppy 3 years ago. And this is Vlogmas Day 10. I hope you haven't made a lot of noise there because I already recorded one of these, and between my hair and his snout there was a lot of in the background, so fingers crossed. Yes, so this is Vlogmas Day 10. I'm very surprised that I made it to Day 10. I've done one every day, so yay, I guess. Or boo if you feel overwhelmed by Vlogmas. I hope not. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this little Vlogmas. I'm going to show you a few of my yarns that I have, talk about some of the wildlife, talk a little bit about our trip up to the Black Sheep farm, our friend Susanna, who is Wartables, Ireland, to her farm in Kilkenny to help her with our wool products and to pick up those same then wool products and to bring up to Irish Fibre Crafters, to the physical shop there, and they also end up on the online shop. I will probably I'll probably have you join me as I make the mince pies, which is a sweet mince. It's all just sweets. I've made the mince already. I'm going to make the pies, the little pies. I'll show you the cheesecake. It's a rum and maple syrup cheesecake that I made to take to Susanna for her gift. She gave us a beautiful gift, which I'm going to wait to show you until after Christmas, because although we opened it there with her, I'm going to open it again on Christmas, because I'm just like, I'm total Christmas nerd like that. I love Christmas. I adore surprises. I never peaked as a child. That would just ruin Christmas. I mean, my favorite part of Christmas is the build up to it, you know, the lights, the joy. What are we going to give people? And then thinking, oh, I might get some surprises too. And just the love that's everywhere. So I really, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to reopen that present. Oh, and I just will tell you, this is a pin. So it's a brooch, but I've put it on one of these, you know, sort of chokers that are real sort of, you know, stretchy. I just pinned it there, and this is a handmade little pin of the robin, the European robin, and this is by a local crafter in Limerick, and I just totally had a brain fart. So I will put it on the screen, and I will put links in the description. She has a couple different styles, and you find her online at smallcuts.ie. And she has more of these little robins and some other jewelry as well. So go check out this local Irish craft business. So isn't that beautiful? Can you see the little snowman watch, which I would have bought probably 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, I was in my 30s. I was definitely in my 30s, but I love a lot of kids' items. Are better than adult items. Anyway, so yeah, this was, you know, I probably bought it in the pound shop, because at that time, 20 years ago, we were in Ireland, we were still using the pound. We hadn't quite gone to euro yet. So, but it needs a new battery, as you can imagine. So it's kind of stopped at 11:30. But I put it, oh, I'm sorry. I put it on today so that I would remember to replace the battery. Right. So who knows what I was talking about? I have no idea, but I did want to show you, just to speak a little bit about wildlife matters here. Our friend Susanna, I think I was starting to talk about the mug and Christmas. Yeah. Oh, the mug. Look, I've given it away. You were probably waiting for the great surprise. So I was talking about the gift that she gave. And I also just wanted to show you the card she got us. It's this beautiful red fox, and it's called the Red Fox, surprisingly. And it's a linoleum block print by Ernest W. Watson. He was born in 1884 and he lived to 1969. So imagine the changes that man saw. So yes, so he was actually an American artist. But isn't that lovely? So that's really special. That foxes are super special to us. Of course, all wildlife, but foxes in particular, which is why on YouTube, you know, in the little bottom corner of your screen, I think it's this way because I think it flips me, there's a little symbol for each channel's logo or something, and mine's a fox. Ours is a fox. Tom is now active on the channel, so we'll definitely have to say our channel is a red fox, and that's just a symbol of the very, very special red fox that used to come around until she's evidently probably passed away, and that was Foxy Grace, Foxy for short. So anyway, yeah, foxes are super duper special to us. But also Pine Martens. So I may insert some trail cam footage of the Pine Martens that are coming around. Dewdrop. There's a few videos of Pine Martens on the channel, and the most recent one in color during the day is Dewdrop. And a lot of people say, oh, I've never heard of a Pine Marten, especially people not in Ireland. Because there are different types of martens in other countries. But if you are in Ireland, the UK, Europe, there are Pine Martens. We only have Pine Martens here. I think in Europe there are Stone Martens and they're different ones. But anyhow, if you are interested, this is a super good book. It's called Pine Martens. It's by Johnny Birks. That's B-I-R-K-S. And it's part of the British Natural History Collection, but it includes Ireland. So like Ireland is not Britain and it's not the UK. It used to be, the Republic of Ireland used to be a little over 100 years ago, but we had a revolution. There was Irish Revolution. Am I using the right word? Brain fart. Anyway, yeah, so they broke away back then from England and the UK. So sometimes people get confused because on the island of Ireland, there is an area called Northern Ireland, which is not the complete physical north of Ireland, because there's a county or two that's up in, anyways, I'm not even going to start. But Northern Ireland, if you see the words Northern Ireland capitalized, that is actually part of the UK. Right. But not part of the Republic of Ireland, which is why Brexit is like extra troublesome for the Republic of Ireland and the Isle of Ireland. So anyways, that was a really bad kind of current events history lesson. Why did I start? I don't know. Anyway, oh yes, this is why I started, because it's the British Natural History. It's the series is called the British National, the British National, not national, the British Natural History series. That was a tongue twister for someone like me. Look at him. He's looking, you can't tell, but he's looking right at me going, yeah, that was pretty bad. That was bad. Yeah, the people are all probably clicking away right now. Anyway, but it includes the Republic of Ireland. They include in their information, there are a lot of studies of Pine Martens in the island, not just the island of Ireland, in the Republic, like in Kerry and Laois and etc., included in here. Anyways, I might just have to cut all this out, or I could put it in the Wild Cottage Life podcast, because that's more about the wildlife. Anyway, who knows what I was talking about. But now we're going to go to the crafting sort of things that I've been doing. So I've dried all the oak leaves I gathered, and there is one oak gall, which is the thing that is really, really good for the tannins. So when you're naturally dyeing yarn, you don't need to necessarily use mordants if you have something with a lot of tannins. So yeah, there's one oak gall in there that I found, and then I'm going to use the bark from all these fallen trees, twigs and leaves. So I've got that waiting for the winter solstices, which is when I'm going to dye that. As part of, I believe the cowl is going to start. It's called the Lost Words cowl, and I've talked about that a bit. So that's probably in podcast 2 if you want to have a look. I won't go into it. And so now I've got, you've probably seen, if you've been watching, my mini advent calendar. The first time I've ever gotten myself a mini advent calendar. This is from Giddy Aunt Yarns, and they're independent dyers in the Well, they are in the UK because they're in Northern Ireland. So they're in the north. And if you hear people in Ireland saying the north, they really generally are talking about Northern Ireland, not just the physical layout of Ireland that is northerly. Anyway, Shep, do you want to see what's in here? Are you excited? You not excited? Oh, look. Oh, look, that one's lovely. It's going to blow it out a little bit. It's not quite as neon as that. I mean, it's not neon. Look at this. Okay, let me pause. Okay, so yes, here we go. So these are the ones that I've opened from day 6 to 10. And they are stunning. Look, aren't they so beautiful? They're the Aran weight. DK weight? I think they're Aran. I don't remember. Sorry, people. Yeah. And so oh my goodness, I love these colors. So I love really rich colors. I love the autumnal, and of course, I love natural colors as well. And I love really vibrant, bright colors as well. Like, you know, purples, and I like all the colors, but I'm talking about like for me that I might possibly wear. And look at this gathering of loveliness. So I'm really, really excited. And because like I'm a person that loves surprise, opening these up is just such a joy. Like you know, and I come back and look at them again and again, and I rub them on my face and stuff like that. And I've never made a jumper before, or a cardigan or anything. I'm just wondering, yes, look, he's liking this too. Yeah, he's smelling them. Might I do something like that with these, or like a really big snuggly shawl? So what I wanted to say is, so obviously when you order something that's a surprise like this, you don't know what you're going to get. And I kind of looked around at different dyers that their overall range made me excited. Because I wouldn't necessarily order from someone that just does a whole lot of really pastel-y things, because, I mean, I might if I was in that mood, but if I was thinking I wanted to make something for myself I might possibly put on my body, I need generally brighter colors. So yeah, so that's just a very obvious tip before you order like any sort of advent calendar or sock club. Make sure the dyer that you're ordering from, that you actually like the vast majority of colors and colorways that they make. I'm just so grateful, and I take such joy in it, or like revel in it. Yeah, revel in it. Revel in the beauty and the feel and the idea, what will I make, and the joy of the surprise, and also the joy of like supporting indie makers, you know, individual people that, you know, are making a living or part of their living out of doing something so beautiful and something that they love, and that you can support them to do that. So it's all wrapped up in a yarn or any sort of small craft item. And yeah, I think it's wonderful that, yeah, I think that's wonderful. I've got another Christmas bake, except it's a no bake going. It's a gluten-free cheesecake that I'm making to take over to Susanna's. And I've done the base. I've mixed up the filling. I'm just totally winging it, because I've made sort of like the no bake. I mean, they're not hard, but I have no idea of, yeah, this is the notes that I wrote from my recipe from a couple of years ago when I made little individual ones. So I'm just having an old guess. So I'm just like glugging in the maple syrup and the mascarpone and the rum and a bit of double cream And that's just gluten-free digestive biscuits, some pecans, and what else? Butter. So I'm gonna take that out now and spread it around on there. And if there's not quite enough, I'll just add some more of the mascarpone. That's the second tub of that, so they're 250 grams each. So yeah, so we'll see. Alrighty. Cheesecake is done. I've sprinkled some, I've grated some lovely chocolate on top. And I think it's gonna be nice.